Hey there, this is Jennifer with Ultimate Closet. Welcome back. Or if you're new to the channel, welcome. And thank you for joining me once again. Thanks to my old subscribers and new subscribers. And after watching this video, if you see fit to subscribe to the channel, please do so that it can help, grow my channel. So, let's see what's the latest. Well, today I wanted to go over some blouses that I used to wear when I worked in corporate, and I thought, they kind of got outdated, out of style. I don't know if, anyone is still wearing these kind of blouses. I am wearing one of them today. And this one is a little roomy. I didn't button the sleeve because I like the look, of it not being buttoned. Just kind of flared look to the end of it. So yeah, I thought about these blouses. Some of them I did want to donate, or sell. I'm trying to create a closet to where I did create a closet, but I'm trying to build on the closet to where I can sell some of these items that I believe I'm no longer interested in wearing. And because I'm not working corporate right now, I thought I would sell some of those items that I used to wear into the office. So like I said, this being one of them, and I have a few more of these tops. Now, the reason why I bought these tops back in the days, my thought process, they were quick wash and wear, and I ended up with majority of them from JCPenney and some of them from Kohl's. Those were kind of like the two places that I used to shop mostly. And so I'll show you a little bit of a close-up. You see how the fabric is? It's crinkled, kind of like a steam pleat kind of look, but it's a little more disorganized than a steam pleat. When I relate steam pleat, to me, steam pleat is usually like straight down. This here is more like a crushed kind of look, So my thought, like I said, you wash this, you hang it up, you don't have to iron it. And so I ended up with quite a few pieces, like I said, like this. So if these things are still in style, let me know. I did not think about looking it up before doing this video, but I just wanted to come on and just show how I revive or let me see, what's a good word? Restored the look of these blouses that I was considering, selling or donating. So I dressed it up with, I believe this is a pants from Alfani, the Alfani brand from Macy's, and dressed it up with the pearl necklace mixed with a fabric and a piece of silver metal here and some pearl earrings. So just to dress it up, because usually when I used to wear this to the office, I used to wear this with a brown, like a chocolate brown pants, kind of matching up. So I lifted up this color more with a lighter color, and then I dressed it up with a little kitty heel that I'm trying to get into. Wearing more kitty heel than the high clunky heels and stuff like that. And this is just a nice look. I would wear this to church if I'm going to the movies or going out to eat, or hanging out with friends. This is something that I, for the evening actually, not during the daytime maybe. But yeah, just something, to spruce up this top here. Because for me, it's an old top, but to spruce it up and make it, give it new life, I thought about doing this. So this is the first one that I have. And the beauty about these tops are they're all button front with collar, like a shirt blouse. So these things never really go out of style. But like I said, because I had them for so long, I just kind of got tired of them, and I wasn't wearing them either. But comment and let me know if you guys would still, for ladies, if you would still wear this type of blouse and consider dressing it up, like I'm doing. I'm thinking of, like I said, I would wear, if I was wearing a blue top, something like this, I would wear like a black pants. So instead of wearing a black pants going forward with this top, I would more wear white, or this blue. I'd pick something like a blue pants to wear with this. So just different ideas, and as far as how to recreate the look on these blouses. So, like I said, this is one of the outfits with these kitty heels. And a pocketbook that I would probably wear with this. Hold on. Either this one or this one. And then of course, if you have a beige pocketbook, that would probably work with this as well. So I am going to try a skirt on with this and see how that looks. Actually, there's another blouse that I have I'm going to try with the pants first before I change it off. So hold on. The next top that I have is this one, and the color is almost the same, a little different though. This one is all brown and beige and black tone, and the one that I just changed off has this design. So this one has some little pink and gray and white and orange. So this could be worn with an orange pants. And I'm just realizing that this is an extra large. So that's why that was a little bit roomy. But then there is this one. And I left this one unbuttoned. It can be buttoned up as well. So that's what it looks like buttoned up. Or can be left unbuttoned. A little more loose. And look at the sleeve on this one. So this one is a little different, like I said. But see how the fabric looks? And it's stretchy. They're all stretchy and comfortable. And this one has a little kick to the tail of it. So like I'm saying, and I might be repeating myself too much, but I am just wondering if these blouses are still being worn. I haven't really shopped in the stores to look at the detail of the blouses now, but I don't know if they're still, kind of like making these blouses, but they were popular back when I was working, like in corporate and going into the office. So yeah, but I love this one. So this one looks good with that beige pants as well. Like I said, I'm trying to give some life to the tops, elevating the color instead of wearing dark colors, just to wear a lighter color with that. So I'm gonna try all the tops that I have, you know, with this kind of look and style with this beige pants. All right, so this one I showed you earlier, but this is the color on this one. It has a little gray tone in it, black, white, collar. This one is a little bit big too. It could be an extra large. And this one has a little kick to the sleeve. That crinkled look. With the same pants and shoes. And mind you, the highlight is more so the blouses. You know, I'm just trying to give them new life with a lighter color. All right, so yeah, I'm just trying to show you the crinkled look on this. But they are comfortable. I think I'm changing my mind. I'm probably going to keep them because they're so easy to wear. They're light. They're good for, you know, springtime. Of course, you know, majority of them have a longer sleeve. But even so, this one can be folded. The one with the frilly, you know, this one here, this can be worn now too because it's very light and it's not too long. But that's the design on that one. All right, so be back with another one. So this one is a lighter color. And all of these, I have a little top under there, you know, little this beige camisole because they are thin, you know, majority of them. All right, but this one, it has a little kick to the sleeve. As you can see that this looks more like the steam pleat look. It has some blue and beige, chocolate there, and the green. And this one, the pleat on here kind of changes as it goes down to the bottom. And you can see the shoes a little bit better here. All right. Same jewelry, beigey. Beige pants, gold shoes. And I could put this pocketbook here with this look. Very comfortable. Not too, you know, much going on. And I just feel really comfortable. Nothing is tight. Nothing is heavy. You know, of course, you can switch up your jewelry. You can put bracelets on. Let me go get a bracelet. All right, so I got my bracelet. Has some beads in there as well. And my watch. Now, my mom had given me this watch way back when we lived in New York over 20 years ago. So I still have this watch set. I have the bracelet to go with it as well. All right. This is the look. Okay, there it goes. You come back up a little bit more. Keeps changing. But yeah, that's the look on this one. Okay. All right, so this one here is kind of purple tone. What would they call this? Plum kind of look. Okay. And I'd rather not button my sleeves because I like it looking like it's flared at the wrist. So I kept on, the jewelry here. Or maybe this can be folded this way, kind of like that. Yeah, give it that look. Found a little pocketbook to match with this, going to dinner or to the movie or to church. As you can see, I just kept on the same jewelry, necklace, and earring for, all the looks. And this one, pocketbook here is trimmed with some gold, so it just blends right in with the color, the tone. Same shoes. And as you can see, this the fabric here, crushed, steam pleat. But yeah, you see my style, right? And you see the method behind what I did, right? Because like I said, they're easy to wash. No ironing, button front, and it's just comfortable. It's not tight. So I just love these. So I am going to be keeping them. Now I'm going to show some other bottoms that I would match up with these tops, other than to do like a black to go with the blue and the black, or a dark brown, just wanted to highlight them, lift them, and give them a little bit more color. Okay, so one last look at this here color with the beige and the plum or purple, however you want to, classify this color. Okay, but let me try some other colors with these. All right, so this skirt here is kind of like a dusty rose suede skirt, and I kept on the same jewelry and the shoes, just has a neutral tone to complement the look. Okay, so I'm not, like I said, concentrating on, like changing colors with the jewelry, shoes, and all that. I'm just giving new life to the tops that I was about to either consign, thrift, donate, that kind of thing. So let me know what you think about these two tones together. And I like the feel of the skirt. It has that, pencil skirt look. Still have my camisole on under the shirt. There's another skirt that I'm thinking of with this top here that I've had for a while. And I can't even recall wearing the skirt out the house. But no, I probably wore it once, yeah. But it's this skirt. I think that's cute. I'm going to try it on and see. All right, guys. So I found a look for this top with the skirt here that I showed you previously. And this skirt has a lot of different colors going on. It has the purple and a little hint of kind of darker red, black, white. And I opted to put the blouse on the inside, you know, showing the black band around the skirt. Not sure why they made the skirt with this black band, but it's okay. It's a Jones of New York skirt. But it's okay, like I said. It's not tight, very loose fitting. And, you know, just thought I would highlight the blouse, like I said, with something different other than just plain black, right? Got a black pocketbook. I changed the necklace because, of course, that necklace that I had was beige, you know, tone, but I kept the earring in just to blend with the pearls on this here necklace. And I am wearing these pumps. These pumps too I've had for a long time. And, you know, the first time I wear them, I can remember I was in Jamaica and they weren't too comfortable. But, you know, when you're in the heat, you know, you get a little swelling in the feet and the hands and stuff like that. So they were a little bit uncomfortable when I first wore them. So I haven't worn them a lot. But I am liking them right now. They feel comfortable, not too high. You know, sometimes you put heels on and you're like this tippy-toeing trying to walk in them. But this feels comfortable. So let me know what you think about this look here. The shoes are actually falling off my feet. But yeah, this is a church outfit for sure. Flared bottoms. And the fabric on top is very sheer, you know, so it does have a lining under there. There. Okay. And by the way, see what I did? Normally I would put like a black shoes on because of this black piece here in the middle. I opted to do red. And this is a darker red, kind of matching the red in the skirt. You know, so just getting that different vision of, you know, getting away from the dark colors and the, you know, matchy colors. You can always pull colors from your, you know, if you're wearing something like this, you know, you can pull other colors and, you know, wear a shoe or, you know, piece of jewelry or something else other than just a dark black. So, you know, just something that I'm learning. All right, so the next look is this one, and it's with this top again. And I'm just trying to highlight this little blue here. When I used to wear this top, I used to wear it with chocolate because that's one of my favorite colors. But getting away from those darker colors and realizing that I can wear this with beige or this blue color or aqua, you know, that gives it a little lift, makes it look a little more alive, right? So, yeah. I probably still match this up with this pocketbook here because I am still wearing my gold tone shoe, my kitty heel shoe, very comfortable. And it is a sandal type because it's open toe in the front. I did do my nails, by the way. I'm trying to keep up my nails polished. And I did something different to the hair, as you can see. I did put some tracks in the back. At first I, you washed it and straightened it out, but of course my curls wasn't staying. So I said, let me see if I can handle some tracks. So for right now, it's very comfortable. So this is the look. Oh dear. The things we have to do to keep ourselves up. All right, so let me see what the next look is. All right, so this one is a little bit dressed down. Back with the stop. Changed out the necklace to this one. With these pants. Bringing out the blue. And these are a little bit flatter than the kitty heel. And this is a wedge heel, open toe. And as you can see, these pants are over my, above my ankles. Okay, nice comfortable look. These were the other shoes, and as you can see, these have the zipper back. This little kitty heel here. Very comfortable shoe. And this one also has zipper on the back. And I showed a video where I showcased quite a few of my shoes. Most of them have zippers because I just kind of don't want to stop and buckle. I just want to zip and go, or just, slide my feet in and go, slip on, stuff like that. So much easier. And you'll understand when you get to my age, trying to bend over and buckle up the shoe. Not feeling it. All right, so I have my black pocketbook here. And I'm even trying to downsize these pocketbooks here. I'm trying to take smaller pocketbooks with me, so I'm not tossing a lot of stuff in there to weigh my shoulder down. But this is the look on this one. And yeah, usually wearing this to the office, I would have put on a black pants, with this, or a navy blue pants. This is just a different color. White can be also worn with this, so. All right. So this is another pencil skirt, suede with pleather on the waist. And as I was mentioning about the shoes, when you're doing these videos, you'll learn like fast enough, You want to change outfits and, do all that. Gotta just make it easier for yourself, This here, I'm trying to play around with the sleeve on this one. See if I cuff it. But I rather not button it, so I can do it like that, or do it like this. Unbuttoned, just give it a more flared kind of look at the wrist, like I said before. But that's the outfit on this one, or the look on this one. With my brown pocketbook. And it's good that, I am putting these together, so I know that it can be worn, when I'm ready to, wear it. I have, something that I can say, oh yeah, I remember putting this together and that works. So just makes your getting ready or your choices of, what to wear a little easier. Okay, so I wanted to show you this dress down look with this top And this top here has this color orange, and that's what I'm trying to highlight with my accessories. The earring and these orange pants and some orange Crocs. I've had these Crocs for such a long time. I remember going to Florida and was going to the beach and just wanted something plasticky to wear. So I was surprised when I saw, you know, this, because when I thought of Crocs, I'm thinking, oh, big and clunky, but anyway, just something to run around in if you're going to the store. And like I said, you can dress this down. So let's say, you know, if you're working in the office and you have this on with the jewelry and, you know, maybe that skirt that I had in the previous outfit, and you come home and just want to change off and put this on, put these orangey pants on, you know, or something matching, something comfortable, and some flats. This is, you know, one of those things that you would want to do, right? But yeah, so here I am, ready to go to the store, grab this pocketbook. I did fold the sleeve for a different look. Okay, so that's the look for dressing this blouse down. So this is a look that I would try at some point, I guess, you know, to wear to an event somewhere. I've never put this top together with a belt around the waist with a skirt. Usually I wear this with either a tan looking pants, not beige but tan, you know, kind of like in the middle, in between brown. Or I would wear it with a chocolate brown pants. So yeah, like I said, this is a look that you know, I would try to wear now with a belt around the waist and a pencil skirt. This is the same suede skirt that I had on with the pleather of the top. So this is showing it with a different blouse, you know, covered with the belt around the waist. And you know, the frill on the sleeve. So I did change up the necklace from the first look that I had with this when I had the beige pants on. So I just kept on those jewelry that I had on with that previous outfit with the orange pants. And this is a leopard print belt, but you know, it kind of blends in with this color here, beige, black, white, not white, but beige, brown, tan kind of look. All right. Let's see how this pocketbook looks with this. Okay, so that's kind of like my last look for right now with these tops. All right, but if you liked anything that you saw, you know, or if you have any questions on or any comments, you know, just drop it in the comment box. Let me know what you guys think about these outfits that I put together with the tops that I was about to, you know, pretty much donate or consign. All right, just bringing new life, like I said, to the tops. All right, so you guys will see me on the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing and help me to grow my channel.